I try to offer as much variety as I can because everybody likes variety, everybody likes choices.
Everyone wants something different.
Everybody wants something different. So I offer over here is like an assortment of hardware, from side release clips to belt buckle style collars, in all kinds of colors and finishes. I've got plastic, I've got stainless steel, brass, and then you can get into some fancy colors. I've got some black, rose gold, and what I call rainbows, almost like an iridescent
that's cool.
hardware. So people can pick whatever hardware they want, and then as you can see here, all kinds of different sizes of material, sizes, thicknesses, weights, depending on the dog, depending on what you're looking for, depending on what your use is. You know, a lot of people who do obedience and rally and those types of things like thinner leashes, even for their bigger dogs, but sometimes, you know, you want that added security of a really big leash.
How strong is that material?
The strength of the material is 1,000 pounds per 1 inch of thickness.
Sometimes you decide your dog just needs that bow tie, or they need a special leash, or maybe it's a dog tag. Well, some people have realized that and turned that need into businesses. The makers. That's today on NSK9.
How did you get into this?
That's the first question most people ask, and that's why Chance is here. He's the reason why I got into this. He's deaf. He was born deaf. He came to me at about 10 months old, and he's never going to be able to be off leash. We're huge beachgoers. We're adventure people. We love hiking and, you know, just being outdoors. I can't trust him that he's going to stay with me, so I use a long line.
And you can't call him back.
And I can't call him back. He's got 0 recall. He'll never have a recall, and he's, you know, an adventurous guy, so, you know, kind of squirrel and he's gone. So I've always had him on a long line, and most of the long lines are those nylon ones that when you drag through the sand and the snow and the dirt, they just get
kind of gross.
Really gross, really gross.
They really do.
Yeah, so I went and searched for a 50-foot long line, and I'd been buying, the material's called Biothane. I'd been buying it for years for collars and stuff for my own dogs, and so I started looking in the market what was out there for long lines, and decided, well, maybe I can just try and make one myself, and I bought a roll of the material from the distributor here in Canada and some cheap tools, and I made him one. And then with the leftovers, I made a couple of leashes and different things for my own dogs and took them to an agility class, and all of my friends were like, oh, that's really cool, those are neat, can you make us some? And it just grew from there.
So this is all his fault.
It is all his fault.
And when you say you made some for some of your other dogs, you have a few other dogs.
I have 7 dogs in total. Yeah.
Colleen Fowler is not the only person who has gone from making something for her own dog to turning that into a business.
I got a puppy, and I wanted a cool dog tag for her, and I looked at what was out there, and I thought that I could do that. I could make one for her myself, and yeah, I ordered about $1,000 worth of metalwork equipment, and I made one dog tag.
That's a very expensive dog tag.
It is. So yeah, then I thought I better recoup some of my money. I really enjoyed doing it, and yeah, so I started making them.
And it's really grown.
It's really grown. Yeah, it grew really fast and really big, and yeah, no, it's become a full-time business.
Wow. Where did you come up with the name Two Blues?
I have 2 Australian cattle dogs, also known as blue heelers. So they, yeah, 2 blues.
My name's Emily, and I own Little Link Doggy Neckwear. And we first started when Lincoln was a little puppy. We got him, and I wanted to kind of deck him out and dress him up, and that wasn't really, couldn't find any options. So then I started making them for Lincoln, and then my friends wanted them. So I started making them for my friends, and then I made an Instagram account, and then it kind of blew up, and my brother was like, Emily, you need to make a website. I was like, oh, really? So yeah, you need to get on this, and I did, and then all of a sudden we're here.
So this is Little Link headquarters.
Yeah.
And you have your own logo.
We do.
It's very formal, and official?
Yeah, I made it, as soon as we made the website, my brother said, if we're gonna do this, you need to have a logo, this needs to be very professional. And this is the first logo that we made, and it's stuck, and it stayed with us. Come here.
So, the name Little Link
Yeah,
comes from Lincoln?
exactly. So when he was a puppy, I guess for some reason we would just call him Little Link. And then, exactly. And then all of a sudden it just kind of needed a name, and we thought it was perfect.
How does this make you feel?
Well, it's honestly, every day is pretty surreal because I come home and I've got like my phone vibrates while I'm at work and I'm getting an order and I do like a little happy dance at my desk.
Because you have another job too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this has become almost like another full-time job.
It has, 100%.
So yeah, I try to offer as much variety as I can because everybody likes variety, everybody likes choices.
Everyone wants something different.
Everybody wants something different. The uniqueness, quite a few things actually. Like I said, it doesn't absorb any odors or dirt. It is super, super easy to clean. It's a lot like leather. It's going to look and feel a lot like leather, but like I said, it doesn't absorb anything. So it's, you know, especially now with COVID and different things as well going on, it's super easy to wash up.
And this has become very popular, hasn't it?
It has become popular.
Did that
yeah.
surprise you?
No, I don't think so. It had been around for a long time. I believe it started actually in the horse industry. They use them for harnesses and reins and stuff for horses, and then it grew into the dog world. And I think, you know, more and more people are just looking for better solutions. And do you want to make a leash?
All right, let's make a leash.
Do you want to pick a color?
Oh, see, I got to pick a color now. Well, let's go.
See, this is what the customer's problem a lot is what color, right?
know,
Let's go with the color.
there's so
go with the
many
hardware.
colors.
Yeah, I probably need to stand over here now.
Oh, sorry. Let's go with purple.
You want purple? Alrighty. How about so we can do purple leash, and if you want to pick hardware, we have. Again, you'll see all of the crazy choices.
So the name must have been very easy to come up with.
Right? Yeah. Something kind of fun. So there's.
All right, we'll go with the iridescent.
We'll go with the iridescent?
Cool.
All right.
Every tree, letter, number, everything's all individual on the tag, individually stamped and placed by me.
What has surprised you most about this?
I'd say the connection to people in the community and how the dogs have kind of brought us together, and yeah, now I'm pretty involved in the local dog community.
Seizures can actually happen for a number of different reasons. Different reasons include ingesting toxins, head trauma, infection, tumors, as well as genetic conditions in pets such as epilepsy. In general, the pet's age can be an indicator of what is causing your pet's seizures. In general, younger dogs tend to get epilepsy, where in older dogs a seizure may be due to a tumor in the brain. Advanced testing such as CTs or MRIs are actually what's often warranted for a definite diagnosis of what's causing your pet's seizures.
So people get these for all different seasons.
Oh yeah, any holiday, all season. So every season we've started doing like a big launch of all of our prints, and then each holiday we also do the same thing. And we've got multiple.
And those are your bow ties.
Yes, so we got some bow ties here. So like I said, like a little set, this was a Christmas one, and it's got the two little elastics
so
that the collar goes
through. The collar.
Exactly, so you don't have to tie it around or clip it or anything, and then it just stays on their collar.
So where did you end up getting that idea?
The bow ties?
To do it that way as opposed to...
It was a lot of trial and error. First we had a little Velcro piece that went around here and just went around it, and I found it didn't stay quite well. And then we ended up doing this. It was just, yeah, it was a lot of trial and error on Lincoln to see what would stay the best.
What are the most popular things when it comes to requests and designs?
Long lines are really popular for me. It's probably one of my biggest sellers. again, I think because being in Nova Scotia and, you know, I know a lot of people who run training facilities and that kind of stuff as well. So they're really popular for puppies training and recall training. And again, because Nova Scotia is wet and damp a lot and a lot of beachgoers and stuff. So I would say long lines are probably my most popular item.
And I guess that's the thing, right? Like with the old nylon lines or the rope lines, you can't get the sand out of them. You never get the sand out of them. You never get the smell out of them. Right? And that's what it was with him. I had a 50-foot line because he still wants to play and he wants to play with the other dogs and he wants lots of room to run. But then it was dragging that at the end of his playtime and putting it in the car. And I had more of the beach in the car, I think, than I did when I left at the beach. Where is this going to go?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I would like to maybe, I don't see it right now being full-time for me. I do like my day job. I like my coworkers and I like getting out of the house and going there. I could see into my retirement, maybe an early retirement.
There has been a sort of mommy and me type thing. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, so we started with the dog bandanas. And then there was a little request for hair scrunchies, and then I thought, why not match the scrunchie to the bandana? So the mom...
And the scrunchies are for people, right?
Yes, right. So the owner, or I guess mom, wears the little hair scrunchie in their hair, and then it matches their dog's bandana. Yeah.
Did that surprise you?
Well, a little bit. I mean, hair scrunchies are cool, and they're in, but everyone wants to match their dog.
The growth of these businesses has surprised even their owners.
And now it has grown to a little bit more than just a hobby.
Yes, a little more than a hobby, yeah.
So what kind of volume of orders are you getting?
I'm probably sending out 20 to 30 a week.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Because you also have another job.
I was going to say for a part-time business, yeah.
Yeah. And you've taken over the garage here to do this.
Yeah, I've taken over the garage.
What has surprised you most about this?
I guess the volume and how popular it's become, and I've created a bit of a following on Instagram and Facebook, and how many people actually support my small business. So,
is that Christmas your busiest time?
Yes, so far, yeah.
This place must be crazy.
It definitely spills out into the hallway, into the kitchen, into the living room. It's crazy. It's organized chaos, for sure.
Like I said, having the right tools has made a huge difference. My little foot press here has been a lifesaver.
Because you were hand punching them before,
I was hand punching, yeah. Originally, I started with an old log and a hammer and some tools.
Oh, no. This is quite a jump from there.
Yeah, I had my rubber mallet there and an old log that I'd found in the wood pile that I dragged into the house. Oh,
From 3 small rural Nova Scotia locations, these businesses are not just serving locals. They're shipping all over the world.
So you are here in the middle of Bridgewater, or well, you're actually not even in Bridgewater, really. You're outside of Bridgewater. Did you think you'd be able to do something like this and get such reach from such a rural place?
No, I had no idea, and especially we don't have an Etsy shop, so Etsy shops kind of work. You can order from anywhere, everyone sees you. We have our own website, so people have to really find us. And we've gone all the way across Canada. We've shipped a couple to the States, one even to Europe. It's crazy.
So what do you think makes your stuff special?
Well, so ours go over the collar. Lincoln, come here, come. So if you see on Lincoln's, there's a top slot that goes through it and the collar goes through.
Oh, okay.
So it won't irritate them. They can't rip it and take it off. It doesn't scratch them at all, yeah. So I think that is a little feature.
So you found a way to make a product that people are familiar with unique.
Exactly, yeah. We ship all over Canada, like I said, but we do local pickup, which is free, and we used to just tape them on the front of our door, and then all of a sudden the door was splattered with envelopes, and it was just getting out of control, and then we got a basket for the front porch, and then that was overwhelming, so, and we would be eating dinner, and people would come to the window and get their order.
A little bit weird having people looking in the window,
right.
Yeah.
So my dad actually built the pickup station, and we have it all set up, and then I just stick orders out there when people come and get them.
Give me an idea of like where these tags are ending up.
I was going to actually do a map up and have the little pins all over the place because they have.
You should.
Yeah, Germany, Australia, Italy, Japan, all over the world.
Has that surprised you?
Yeah, yeah, but it's really cool, and I get to talk to these people usually, so yeah, I get to kind of connect with people. And
yeah, because I mean, you're here in 9 Mile River.
Yeah.
And somebody in Japan, their dog is wearing
yeah,
one
that's
of your
right.
tags.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot across Canada, a lot in the U.S. I think probably because of the Canadian dollar and the price of stuff. I've shipped as far as Latvia.
Wow.
Yep, I've had into the UK, France, Italy.
Does that surprise you?
It does, actually.
It's kind of cool,
the
though,
first
isn't it?
international order I got was, I think, 2 or 3 weeks after I opened the Etsy store, and it went to the UK, and I was like, whoa.
So,
And it's not often because shipping and timing and stuff, but every once in a while, yeah, Australia. I've had a couple of orders go to Australia. Like I said, I've got sizes from 3/8 right up to 1.5 inch thickness.
Oh, wow.
And kind of everything in between. So there's something for everyone and every dog.
were you into metal design before you started this?
No, definitely not.
So this was a whole new adventure.
Yeah, totally new. I'm pretty artistic. I do a bit of photography too, but this was, yeah, completely out of my depth. I'd never done anything like this, so.
What is it about it that you enjoy?
I really like working with my hands, I think, and working, hammering. I like the...
Get the aggression
That's
out.
right, that's right. It works well for that. I love the creative part of it. I get to, I mean, it's pretty much art on metal, so yeah, it gets a lot of my artistic, I need to do artistic things, so it kind of gets it out of me. It's good.
Dogs do get gluten intolerances, and they can also develop celiac disease, but it's very rare. It's not nearly as common as it is in people, luckily.
From the beginning, we decided that we wanted to kind of donate somewhere local. So for every bandana sale, we donate $1 to the SPCA. And I found that I just kind of started collecting it, and every time I see, like, a little bit ago, they rescued 72 cats that needed a lot of medical attention. So we accumulated a bunch of our donations and donated, I think it was like $1,200 just to those cats to help that big thing. So that's a huge thing. It's really helpful.
Why was that important to you?
Well, I figured if I was making money off it, I should probably be helping somebody else who, you know, needs it more than we do.
And you now have, not just you, but other people working with you.
Yeah. So I've got Jillian and Kendra, and between the two of them, they work about 30 hours a week. Jill cuts all my fabric, which is a huge deal and a big job. And then Kendra makes all of the scrunchies.
Wow.
Which is awesome.
Could you have ever imagined that you would have got into doing this?
Never. No. No. Like I said, it was just a hobby. You know, just a fun pastime. My partner works away a lot, so it was something to do in the evenings, and yeah, it just kind of escalated far beyond what I ever thought it would.
Were you a craft type person before this?
Not at all.
So this is a big change for you.
Yeah, but it's methodical, so it's not really craft-like, you know? And I think that that's what I like about it.
Just started in your basement.
It started in my basement, yes, as a hobby in front of the TV, just something to do.
And now it's a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah, yeah. People do puzzles and they knit and they do different things, and I made leashes and collars. The hardest part, I would say finding the time. Yeah, finding the time to fill all of the orders and then still maintain a balance of having a life.
And time with your dog.
And time with my dogs, which is a big part of my life.
Because you wouldn't be doing this without the dogs.
Right. No, I never would have got into this if it weren't, like I said, if it weren't for chance, really.
What's been the most surprising thing?
I don't know. Probably just how much we've actually grown and so quickly. We've only been a little company for 2 years and it's just exploded, which is great.
Where do you hope this is going to go?
Well, without my real job hearing me, I would love to do this full time.
But I assume they know you do this at your real job,
Yes, they do,
right?
yeah. And a lot of them have dogs and a lot of them have bandanas and they love it.
What is the best part about this?
Well, number one, the amount of dog photos that I get from people and the amount of puppies that I get to see. When we used to do markets in the summer, the amount of dogs at the outdoor markets that we used to see, It was awesome. That's probably the best.
Because people get really excited about this, don't they?
Oh my gosh, yeah, they love all the holiday stuff and like seasonally dressing them up. It's great.
I see you and I see even your Instagram page sometimes, or your dog's Instagram, and it's really personal for me. I like looking and seeing what like their style is, and you know, I'll make things down to that custom where I, you know, really take a look at your dog's life and customize the tags like that.
You put a lot of energy and thought into this.
I do, yeah. I put a lot of love into them. I really enjoy doing it, so. I think I'd like to keep it just like it is, really. I really like doing it by myself. I've had some help when it gets really busy in the summer months, and yeah, I really appreciate it. It's supposed to be my friends that kind of chip in, but I like keeping it small, frankly. I'd like to find a way to kind of even limit it so it's a bit more controlled, and I can keep doing it just the way I do it, and you know, putting that much thought and care into each tag.
Because this makes you happy, doesn't it?
It does.
We started making, as you can see, a clothing line, and we sold that online. We did a pre-order. We have lots of hats too, but otherwise.
Wow. So
yeah.
you're into like a whole
It's become a
clothing
brand,
line.
yeah.
So people are not only buying your bandanas and bow ties and scrunchies, but now they actually want to wear your brand as well.
Yeah, we've definitely got some die-hard customers that love to rep it. And we made these just for kind of family and friends and the girls and I to wear. And then people are asking, where can I get it? I want a sweater, I want a t-shirt. And we were like, well, if people want it, we'll make it. And it went over pretty well. So we did a pre-order, but I think we might bring them to the website and keep it just available all the time.
That must have surprised you.
It did, it was pretty surreal.
What do you get out of doing this?
Well, it is a pastime for me. I find it a great way to just kind of wind down sometimes after a long day or hard day. If I come out here and I just work on the orders and I get, you know, it's kind of my downtime. I get to shut everything else off and just work on this. Like I said, I really enjoy working with other people, and the clients call me or contact me for custom stuff. I really enjoy that, and I really enjoy working with people and, you know, kind of making their ideas come true.
Visit us online to tell us your dog stories for possible inclusion in future episodes. And don't forget to share photos of your canine friends on social media with the hashtag NSK9.
When somebody sees this and sees your brand, what do you hope they think?
I hope they think that they're looking at a good quality product, you know, and something locally made and made with a lot of care.
And so this is all because of him?
It's all because of him.
So what does that make you think? Or how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really good that he helped me create something. He didn't have a very good start to life himself, so, you know, the fact that he came here and he was a bit of my inspiration to start something.
Creating a dog titling program is a big undertaking. Well, now imagine doing it before you turn 20. That's next time on NSK9.
When I was 14, I decided to kind of start training other people's dogs after I'd had some time training mine. I had a lot of people in the neighborhood ask me, like, can you come to my house and train my dog? Can you come to my house? And I was like, I don't know if I can own a business at 14. Like, I don't know if I can have that kind of liability. So I kind of just started just doing private lessons in people's houses. And then when I turned 15, I was like, you know what? I can do a business. I know I'm 15, but I can. Like, I have the skills, I have the knowledge, people want it, and so I'm going to give it a try. And the biggest thing for me is I was worried people weren't going to take me seriously. I was a kid, they were adults. What, you know, why would they take advice from a kid? But I actually didn't have anyone question me about that.